while the cold earth cries. Cold dust heavy in my tired lungs. Another long shift and the night ain't done. Lantern light shaking on these blackened walls. Every distant echo sounds like a mournful call. And somewhere far beyond this underground, there's a little white porch in my hometown. Lord, I'm dreaming of home tonight, of warm front porch lights burning bright, Mama's voice in the river bend, a place where hard days always end. But down in the dark where the cold winds moan, a miner's heart still walks alone. With coal dust hands and weary bones, I keep on dreaming my way back home. Got a picture of my girl folded in my coat, edges worn thin from the tears I wrote. She said, come back when the springtime blooms, but winter lives inside these minds too soon. Old men coughing through the midnight haze, talking about glory from younger days. Every man down here got scars to hide, and prayers buried deep down inside. Lord, I'm dreaming of home tonight, a warm front porch, lights burning bright, Mama's voice in the river bend, a place where hard days always end. But down in the dark where the cold winds moan, a miner's heart still walks alone. With cold dust hands and weary bones, I keep on dreaming my way back home. Hear that lonesome whistle above the ground, sounds like freedom calling out. If I make it through another dawn, maybe someday I'll finally be gone. Yeah, I'm dreaming of home tonight, of fields untouched by mine shaft light, of Sunday hymns and southern rain, and never feeling this hurt again. Till then I'll dig through stone and pain, through endless dark and falling rain, with a slow blue song inside my soul, and memories warmer than this cold. Soft acoustic guitar fades, pickaxe echoes in the distance, vinyl crackle, midnight silence. Blood moon hanging over desert stone, a wanted man riding through the dark alone. Sheriff's dogs howling somewhere behind, and 30 stolen dollars on my guilty mind. Dust storm rising down the canyon trail, cold wind whispering like a ghost in jail. Got a 6-gun cold against against my side, and a preacher's prayer I never tried. Campfire dying low beside the sand, slide guitar crying in these outlaw hands. Every note cuts like a rusted blade, like the lives I ruined and the debts unpaid. Train tracks shimmer through the midnight heat, prints vanish where the coyotes feed. I hear church bells buried in the wind, calling out the sins I'm living in. Lord, these outlaw blues won't set me free. Desert shadows keep on burying me. Every whiskey bottle, every county line only buys a little borrowed time. Under blackened stars I ride alone, with a broken heart is stone, and the devil keeps whispering my name through the midnight desert rain. Saw a face inside the firelight glow, back in Texas long ago. She begged me to leave that life behind, but a drifter's soul is hard to bind. Now the bounty posters cross the land, with my crooked smile and blood-stained hands. And every saloon from here to Reno knows a man can run, but the darkness follows. Lord, these outlaw blues won't set me free. Desert shadows keep on burying me. Every whiskey bottle, every county line only buys a little borrowed time. Under blackened stars I ride alone, with a broken heart is stone, and the devil keeps whispering my name through the midnight desert rain. Horse grows restless, wind turns cold, sounds like judgment through the canyon folds. Far away I hear them riders near, 10 stars glimmering through my fear. Yeah, these outlaw blues still drag me down, from every border town to ghost town ground. Slide guitar mourns like a dying train, echoes through my haunted veins. If tomorrow brings a bullet or a rope, tell the Lord I lost my hope. Still I ride beneath that blood-red sky, too wild to live, too cursed to die. Slide guitar echoes into the canyon, horse breathing slow, distant gunshots, desert wind fades. Midnight wind cut across the sand, 6-shot trembling in my hand. Stole that money down in Santa Fe. Now every rider wants my grave. Dark clouds drift past a blood-red moon, coyotes crying outlaw tune, campfire burning weak and low. Ain't no place left I can go. Slide guitar moans through the desert night like a wounded ghost beneath pale light. Whiskey bottle dry beside my boot, dust-covered Bible in a torn-up suit. Train smoke rising far away, might steal a ride before the break of day. But the law rides hard and the horses scream, and I still wake from that bankroom scene. These desert devil blues got hold of me like rattlesnakes beneath the dead mesquite. Every shadow moves, every cold wind calls, like the hangman and waiting beyond these walls. I keep riding through the midnight sand with blood and sorrow on my hands, and the darkness knows my name. Was a woman back in Abilene, blue dress swaying like a dream. She begged me stay and settle down, but I chose whiskey towns instead somehow. Now her memory burns like the desert sun on the lonely trail I've become. A man half lost and half insane, with thunder rattling through my veins. Hear them boots outside the canyon pass, hear them spurs ring through the black. Could be lawmen, could be ghosts, out here both hunt a sinner most. These desert devil blues won't let me rest, cold steel sleeping against my chest. Slide guitar cries while the fire burns thin, like judgment singing for my sins. And if dawn finds me face down dead with desert dust beneath my head, just let that old guitar remain to whisper softly what became. Slide guitar echoes, horse snorts in the darkness, distant thunder rolls across the desert. Sun come up on a field gone dry, cracked earth stretching to a dusty sky. Mule too weak and the well run low, ain't seen good rain in a month or so. Bank man came in a long black coat, said sign right here or the farm gets sold. Mama stood crying by the kitchen door while the wind blew cold through the broken boards. A raw guitar on my weary knee, only thing still talking back to me. Every string hums like a sorrowed prayer, floating through the heavy delta air. Children sleep hungry most every night, soup pot emptied by candlelight. Still I rise before the dawn just to keep this this tight life, moving on. Lord, these hard times keep dragging me down like Mississippi mud on poor man's ground. Train rolls north while the fields decay, carrying dreams of a better day. But I stay here where my daddy died, under black crows and a troubled sky, with worn out boots and calloused hands, still holding on to this broken land. Neighbor man left for the factory line, said there ain't no future in cotton this time, but these roots run deep beneath my skin, even if the world won't let me win. Heard the preacher say the Lord provides, but faith gets thin when your young ones cry, and the dust keeps blowing through the screen door frame like hardship carved into my name. All these hard times keep dragging me down like Mississippi mud on poor man's ground. Train rolls north while the fields decay, carrying dreams of a better day. But I stay here where my daddy died, under black crows and a troubled sky, with worn out boots and calloused hands, still holding on to this broken land. Radio crackle with distant news, talking about working city blues. But out here silence fills the night, broken only by the pale moonlight. Yeah, these hard times carve lines in my face, turn my young years old with age. Still this weathered voice will sing somehow, though the world forgot us farmers now. And if someday rain falls soft again, maybe these fields will rise like then. Till that day, I'll fight and stand for this dust, this home, this stubborn land. Built a guitar, fade slowly. Vinyl crackle and tape hiss, distant thunder rolling across the fields. Stretching on the Mississippi wide, just me and this old boat drifting with the tide. Net in the water, but I ain't catching much, only memories in the river's touch. A harmonica weeps in the midnight air, like it's searching for a soul that ain't there. Guitar hums soft on a weathered knee, talking in tones only water knows of me. Shorelines fade like a distant prayer, cottonwood shadows hang heavy and bare. I left my worries back on the land, but they still follow like grains of sand. Every ripple carries a story downstream, broken pieces of a forgotten dream. And I sit real still in this wooden frame, listening close as the river calls my name. Oh, river, don't forget my name. I've been drifting through joy and pain. You seen my losses, you seen my fight, holding my secrets through the endless night. And if I'm gone when the morning comes, let the water sing what I become. Just a lonely man on a silver stream, floating inside a half-lived dream. I swear I hear my Father's voice, riding the current like I got no choice. Tells me, boy, don't carry regret, but some things a man don't forget. The stars lean low, like they wanna know where every lost heart has to go. And I roll slow through the velvet dark, following fireflies like faded sparks. Oh, river, don't forget my name. I've been drifting through joy and pain. You seen my losses, you seen my fight, holding my secrets through the endless night. And if I'm gone when the morning comes, let the water sing what I've become. Just a lonely man on a silver stream, floating inside a half-lived dream. No church bell, no judgment call, just water speaking to us all. And in its voice I start to hear a peace that quiets every fear. So river, keep my voice alive through every bend where shadows hide. If love was lost, if time was stolen, let it drift where the current's open. And when the night lays me down to sleep, wrap me in your endless deep, till I become just another stream, running through somebody else's dream. Running through somebody else's dream. Running through somebody else's dream. Settles over the Mississippi. Neon flickers in a busted window frame. Same old bar, just a different name. Dust on the mirror, smoke in the air. Only a handful of strangers sitting there. He sets his case down slow on the stage, hands worn thin like a notebook page. Slide guitar gleaming under dim bar light, like it's been waiting his whole damn life. They say he used to play down in Baton Rouge, back when the blues still felt like news. Now he's just a shadow of what he was, playing for ghosts and the ones who never was. The bartender pours with a heavy hand, like he understands this every chord that trembles free. Sounds like memory to me. This is the last song in a hollow creek, where the nights run long and the words run weak. Slide guitar crying through a smoky room, like it's trying to outrun its doom. And he sings like a man who's already gone, but the blues keep carrying him on. One final show in a forgotten town, where even the silence can't settle down. He closes his eyes, lets the past come in, sees every stage he'll never see again. Crowds that vanished, names he knew, lovers that faded like morning dew. His voice cracks soft on the second verse, like he's trying to heal a maybe curse. And every note that the guitar bleeds feels like it's all he'll ever need. This is the last song in a hollow creek, where the nights run long and the words run weak. Slide guitar crying through a smoky room, like it's trying to outrun its doom. And he sings like a man who's already gone, but the blues keep carrying him on. One final show in a forgotten town, where even the silence can't settle down. No encore waits, no curtain call, just echoes crawling through the hall. He whispers low, I gave it all, and lets the last chord fall. So here's the last song in a hollow creek, where the heart stays loud but the body's weak. He pours his soul in a final sound, as the lights burn low and the night comes down. And somewhere between the smoke and pain, the old blues rise through him again, then fades away like a setting sun. A story told and a life undone. Slide guitar lingers, bar door creaks shut, neon buzz fades into silence. Midnight train groaning down a broken line, dust on my boots and trouble on my mind. Bottle half empty, moon hanging low. She left this morning where the cold winds blow. Old screen door crying in the delta breeze, Spanish moss whispering through the cypress trees. Got a six-string moaning like a wounded man, playing these blues the best I can. Lord, these railroad blues won't let me sleep. Steel wheels rolling while the night runs deep. Whiskey burns slow like a sinner's prayer. Ain't nobody waiting, ain't nobody there. Smoke from the juke joint drifting through the rain. Every sad note carries her name. Slide guitar weeping like a poor man's ghost. I lost the only thing I love the most. The river keeps rolling, but my heart stands still. The devil at the crossroads waits beyond the hill. Got holes in my pockets, scars in my soul, chasing lost daylight down an endless road. Lord, these railroad blues won't let me sleep. Steel wheels rolling while the night runs deep. Whiskey burns slow like a sinner's prayer. Ain't nobody waiting, ain't nobody there. Hear that whistle cry across the dark. Sounds like judgment tearing through my heart. One more station, one more lonely town, one more night before they lay me down. Yeah, these railroad blues still drag me on through broken dawns and nights too long. Finger-pick sorrow on rusty strings, singing for the lost and forgotten things. Train fade away, slide guitar moans, crackle of vinyl, bottle hits the floor. There's a dusty little bar off Highway 9 where the jukebox still hums like another time. Old men play checkers, smoke hangs low, and every cracked floorboard got a story to know. I sit by the window where the neon glows, with a whiskey in my hand and nowhere to go. That old resonator cries soft and slow, like the way she left me years ago. Oh, Caroline, do you still think of me? Back when we were young and wild and free, small town nights under southern skies, your laughter shining in your blue jean eyes. Now the train rolls by and the years move on, but my heart still waits where you've been gone. Every lonely note and every barroom song brings my Caroline back all night long. She danced barefoot out behind the mill, summer air warm and the world stood still. I was a cowboy chasing rodeo dreams. She believed in every foolish thing, but I kept riding town to town till one day she quit hanging around. Now that porch swing creaks in the rain, and this old guitar still speaks her name. still think of me, back when we were young and wild and free. Small town nights under southern skies, your laughter shining in your blue jean eyes. Now the train rolls by and the years move on, but my heart still waits where you've been gone. Every lonely note and every barroom song brings my Caroline back all night long. Bartender says cowboy closing time, but memories don't care about the hour tonight. Outside the wind hums through the pines like her whisper drifting through my mind. Oh, Caroline, if you hear this tune, know I still look for you every June. In the whiskey lights and the old sawdust floor, I still love you like before. And if heaven's got a little southern town, I pray someday we'll both end up there somehow. Till then I'll sing these old blues alone, with a broken heart and a voice of stone. Resonator fading softly, glasses clink, train whistle in the distance. Thunder roll low through the cypress trees, like the devil himself was calling for me. Mud on my boots, blood on my sleeve, cold black river pulling at my feet. The moon disappeared behind a veil of rain. Old swamp whispered my forgotten name. That old shack trembled in the hurricane wind. Lord knows I thought I'd never breathe again. I'm on it, the cry cut through the dark like a dying prayer from a broken heart. Cracked pine floor and a kerosene flame, shadow on the wall looked just like pain. Gators drift silent through the rising tide, graveyard water swallowing the countryside. Every tree bent low like sinners in church, while heaven dug my name in the dirt. Black water rising, Lord take me slow. Storm keeps singing where the lost souls go. Lightning split the night like a rusted knife, and the swamp tried hard to steal my life. But I held on through the wind and rain, through the ghosts and the hurt and the hurricane. Now every scar got a story to tell about the night I walked through hell. Mama once warned me about the swamp at night. Said the dead still wander by land and light. Said broken men get swallowed whole by muddy water and wandering souls. I heard church bells far across the flood, mixed with the smell of whiskey and blood. And somewhere deep in the howling storm, I made peace with the man I was before. The black water rising, Lord, take me slow. Storm keeps singing where the lost souls go. Lightning split the night like a rusted knife, and the swamp tried hard to steal my life. But I held on through the wind and rain, through the ghosts and the hurt and the hurricane. Now every scar got a story to tell about the night I walked through hell. The morning came pale through the Spanish moss. The river still hungry from everything lost. Silence sat heavy on the broken land. I thank the Lord with trembling hands. Black water rising still lives in my dreams, in the harmonica cries and the midnight screams. That storm took pieces I'll never reclaim, but it left this fire burning in my veins. Now when thunder growls across the sky, I remember the night I refused to die. Deep in the swamp where the shadows dwell, I survived that storm, and I know it well. Wind fades through the cypress, lonely harmonica echoes. Rainwater drips into silence. This morning with the sunrise red, old guitar case beside my bed. Boots hit dirt and I flagged a ride with a pocket full of songs and the highway wide. Train tracks humming like a back porch band, dust kicked up through the Alabama sand. Every little town got a place to play, and I ain't stayed still since yesterday. I'm rolling town to town with these old blue shoes, finger pick rhythm and a traveling tune, harmonica singing while the wheels spin around. People start dancing when I come to town. Hey now, clap your hands, stomp your feet. Life sounds better with a shuffle beat. Got a 6-string heart and a rambling soul, and the southern road is all I know. Played one night down in New Orleans, barroom packed and the whiskey clean. Old bartender laughed and passed the jar, said, boy, you sound like an old guitar. Kids on the corner banging on cans, pretty girls swinging with the farmer men. Whole front porch rocking side to side like a riverboat rolling on a midnight tide. I'm rolling town to town with these old blue shoes, finger pick rhythm and a traveling tune, harmonica singing while the wheels spin around. People start dancing when I come to town. Hey now, clap your hands, stomp your feet. Life sounds better with a shuffle beat. Got a 6-string heart and a rambling soul, and the southern road is all I know. give a roadside diner a neon light, turns into music by the end of the night. So if you hear that old train moan and a country blues man singing low, pull up a chair and stay a while. We'll turn your hard times into smiles. Fast finger prick guitar fades. Harmonica laughs into the distance. Truck engine starts.